I'm going to assume this thing has started. All right, so when we talk about Stoicism, and I'll be making more videos on Stoicism, probably two more right after this one. When we talk about Stoicism, we talk about finding tranquility in the mind, you know, finding a lot of your answers here, keeping you nice and level. No major extremes, all right? It's like the guy who scores the touchdown doesn't even celebrate. That's a huge flex. Don't even celebrate. You celebrate because, oh my God, I can't believe it. All right, but anyway, one thing that I had to learn, like coming up, I didn't have a whole lot. If I had to look at my life as I'm looking back at it now, I didn't starve. That's good. I didn't have I had a roof over my head for the most part. And that was also good. But coming up, I wanted so much that I didn't really need. I wanted a mansion, thinking that that would, you know, uh, give everyone the the visual of how rich I am, you know. And now that I've gotten older and I've gotten wiser, I've come to the conclusion that richness is of the mind, and we all have control over that. Most of us, you know what I'm saying. And now, sometimes it takes me some time to. Sometimes I have to shake off the envy that I may have for others. But the fact of the matter is, man, I've all I need and more. I eat every day. I have good problems. Like, there's too much food. Have you ever said, oh, there's too much food in the house? Such a good problem to have. Or have you ever had so many options you didn't know what to choose? That's a great problem to have. It really is. Okay? So, living the lifestyle that I'm living right now, I understand that much more is coming my way. So, and in order to ensure that that actually does happen, of course, I have to keep up with this type of lifestyle. And also, I can't be hindering myself by worrying about what isn't in front of me. All right, so this is not me trying to make a settlement. It's not me trying to settle and say, "Oh, take the scraps that you have." Some people don't even have scraps, which is somewhat true. But and by the way, because I wanted to say this first, but I forgot. And all of my sabotaging through substance abuse, it wouldn't allow for me to see all that I really had going for me. And then my most recent bout, and hopefully it is my last bout, and I guarantee you it will be because I will not willingly abuse substances. I won't take them anymore. I was kind of begging and pleading and kind of just, reasoning with myself. And I was just saying that I am going to really, not take for granted the life that I have waiting for me. I'm not going to take for granted the good people that I have in my life, the support system, the positives. All right. Now, I mean, look, just yesterday, I just acquired a 50-inch TV, for the low, for the low. And wow, what such a spoiled life, you know what I'm saying? The TV I had was perfectly fine. I had 32-inch, you could play the game on it, watch Netflix, Hulu, whatever it is, and I barely watch TV, but the option, you know what I'm saying? Wow, I have this and could buy quite, a few more. At that price, it was on the low. Um, Mind you, didn't need it. I already had what I needed. Plenty TV. Some people, I mean, having a TV isn't everything, but some people would really enjoy it, have a nice little 32-inch. And I'll try to see who I can give this to. I was thinking about selling it. I could use the money at this present moment. I don't need it. I don't need the money. And now some people say, "Oh well, think about the future. Think, long term." I understand that. Of course, I understand that. Now, part of my lifestyle is ensuring that the future would be better. But now is not the time where I will stress over, you know, I will stress over what may happen in the future. Hey, I may wake up to a lot, some big money. I might, but our minds are hardwired to focus on the negative. I read somewhere, and I don't know if I would truly believe this, but it's interesting. I read somewhere it said that our minds are more hardwired towards negativity because they're the negative events that really, really shape us. How could I disagree with something like that? Understanding that I've been through a lot of negatives that really led me to the point where I can actually, you see, I put out a lot of these videos. A lot of these videos actually come from pain. I'm a philosopher, and a great reason why I practice philosophy, the reason why a lot of people practice philosophy, a lot of ordinary people were philosophers. They had ordinary jobs and things like that. Philosophy is just to help you get through your everyday life, man. It's to optimize it. It's to redirect your focus to give you perspective when everybody is worrying, everyone is panicking, everyone is reacting. You use your learning experiences as resources. All right, that's why learning is so powerful in general. Now, when we talk about philosophy will keep you out of jail. Philosophy will keep you from stressing yourself out. Philosophy will keep you from making some terrible decisions. Stoicism keeping you, give you a level mind so you don't try to risk it all for something that you don't even really need at this present moment. All right. Stoicism will stop you from betting it all on red, even though there's a 50% chance that you might be right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and with so many books talking about and so many people talking about, and they have great intention talking about, oh, gratitude. Just think about the things that you're grateful for. I understand that, but there's much more to it. You don't just think about it. I mean, yeah, a great deal of philosophy, and what I'm talking about is you thinking and reflecting on it. I mean, you gotta experience it, man. Like, this is where, like, okay, let's say you got beans and rice, and I like beans and rice. It's a great deal of protein. It helps build me up. It's cheap and all that. And just like any meal, we don't really allow for ourselves to enjoy it, especially if it's kind of a common thing, because what we do is, we put together a meal and we watch television while we do it. Or we might be, listening to podcasts or something. Nothing inherently wrong with that, but if you go away from eating while watching TV and then you start stressing over other things, then I think that you haven't really gotten down to the core of being grateful. Now, only one can take the, take kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Residence in your mind at a time. So it's either you're gonna be grateful or you're gonna be ungrateful. If you say, "Well, I am grateful, but this isn't," okay, we understand. Okay, I understand necessity. I understand that some things are missing, but at this present moment, are you getting by? Yeah, getting by is not enough. But are you taking the steps to get to where you need to be? And if you are, man, you're just gonna you have to live with that. You really do. And also for the things you can't control, which I'm gonna speak on in maybe the next video or the video after that, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go so you can open up room to focus on the things that you can control and open up the space for you to really be grateful for the things I have. So to kind of sum this all up and not be redundant, I was thinking earlier, man, wow, I really have all that I need. And that understanding is very paramount because now I don't feel desperate. I don't feel needy. I feel like everything that I stack on my life at this point or what comes is a bonus. It's the cherry on top, it's the whipped cream, it's the nuts or whatever it is that you like to add on top of your favorite dessert. You know what I'm saying? And like I don't know, the simple things really set me off. So like I'm a pretty simple guy with some complex tools around me. But man, if I can eat, sometimes have some desserts, man, play the game, play with my daughter, um, just, fill my head up with great philosophy, if I create all these very inexpensive things but extremely valuable things, man, then I feel great. So why do I need to go look for something to complain about? Why do I need to go look for something to stress about? Yes. In case you want to know, yeah, everything is not working in my favor. If you pay attention to any of my recent videos, I'm not too far removed from the psych ward. I got out of the psych ward in a very terrible condition, and I just hit the ground and I just kept working at it, kept churning at it. And like I will speak on in the video that I'm gonna do in a few minutes or whatever, it's all my training through painful times that really helped me, that really gave me the grit to kind of work through things even if I'm afraid. Okay. And also, yeah, I'm happy that I had a great deal of adversity because it humbled me. It gave me a great deal of empathy and insight on life, and I needed it. Now what I need is to make sure that I am not getting in the way of the things that I truly appreciate and the things that are really going to make my life better, but more importantly, probably the lives of others, the people I leave behind, the people who I experience while I'm here. Because at the end of the day, this life is a blink and you'll miss it. All right, I remember a lot of a lot of my experiences as a child, and now I'm basically 30 years old. I'll be 30 next year. Don't have time to stress over the little things, but also the things that we do have, all the little things, you got to be grateful for. I mean that's all I can really say without being redundant, without being like the other guys. The other guys. All right, with that being said, stand by. I'm coming right back with another video, live video in about maybe 5 minutes. I just need to